No videos in June. Some friends thought that I got lost in the world of Diablo 4. Well, I think I can still hear Lily's voice from time to time.
Come to me.
Fact is, I only tried the beta. I've been working on restructuring my life, as I'm a strong believer that structure drives behavior. Too much sitting down is no good for my health. As you can see, there's slight changes to my camera angle. Well, I got myself a standing desk now. I even have this. Somehow got carried away as one thing leads to another. Back to the main topic. Even among game addicts, I think we are all addicted in some different ways or forms. Some will focus on this one game and nothing else. Some will spend thousands and thousands. For me, I just want to keep on having fun. To think a few years back, I was even playing a MS-DOS game. If you don't know what's MS-DOS, that's Microsoft Operating System more than 30 years ago. I think the key in me is still very strong. Growing up and growing old, I was a very content boy with only 3 gaming consoles in my entire life. That is Nintendo, PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2. When I was young, I would go to my friend's house and play with others. I did that till my early 30s. Well, life happens. Friends got kids, changed job, and everyone just grew apart. So, back to my childhood. My childhood friend had a Sega and a Super Nintendo. So I was playing with them. I like the Sega game very much. Even now, it's still tempting me with the remix on PC. I love Warzone very much, so much so that I created a board game with similar mechanics. And also got some inspiration from then popular games like Romance of the Three Kingdoms 4, and now it's already 14. And also some trading card games. At that time, I like to draw a lot, so pirating such game was easy for me. My mom is still keeping my drawings to this day, as I found them while I was helping her to prepare for her renovation last month. Then I invented a soccer board game based on the inspiration from then turn-based Captain Tsubasa and Sabutio. Hope that I never butchered that name. I even played with my friends. I even had a Monopoly version where you can take a boat and buy other lands and resources. So in a way, I'm a game addict that needs to create a game that goes beyond the original to fuel my addiction. And these are the PC games that I played in recent years. I lost my Black Desert account when I changed my internet service provider, as my account was registered with the ISP email address. It was quite fun, and I could have started a new account with a different email address. But not being able to play on the account that I spent a lot of time and some money, I find that I didn't really miss it and just move on. I think part of it was my curiosity in life, that I can just fill the void with drama or anime. The difference is that I don't get to have control. Controlling the process, controlling the storyline, the endings and more. I'm always a gamer at heart. Even in primary school, I don't read storybooks. As in normal storybooks. I read game books like Lone Wolf. That's something 30 years ago already. As for now, I'm just playing NFT games like Lost Relics at a minimum. I just had my subscription ended last month. These are the games that I intro in my video last year. Well, I can still play Lost Relics for free, just without a great amounts of perks and the access to higher levels. While some gamers are bashing NFT games, we can see that players are splurging on Fortnite, Counter-Strike and Diablo Immortals. Fortnite revenue is in billions per year, even though it's a free-to-play game. Diablo Immortals earned almost 50 million in its first year, and the closest to NFT would be Counter-Strike skins. They are selling as high as 5 figures. For me, if a game can make us money and have fun at the same time, why not? 2 years ago, a Filipino gamer bought 2 houses in his country with the money he earned from a Web3 game called Axie Infinity. It was an NFT game. The game was just so-so, but the money was good, but the model just isn't sustainable. Well, for someone to earn money, someone else has to be willing to spend the money. But I think NFT gaming is where the gaming industry is heading, especially if they are crossing the games. That's how NFT would be the technology to certify the authenticity of the items brought over. For example, in the movie Ready Player One, we can see that the main character driving his car in races and then used on the battlefield. That's two different games. And not forgetting the appearance of Gundam and Mechagodzilla. Somehow this also remind me of my friend offloading his inventory to me in Diablo 2, and then he just need to restore his save file and we have double of everything. But that is how there's no value for the items. Just imagine someone can clone the items in CSGO, which would be impossible for NFT gaming. Other than not buying a gaming console, I was also not into monthly subscription based game like World of Warcraft. Well, actually, I did play before World of Warcraft. I played Star Wars Galaxy, which is the most expensive monthly at that time. When we are more invested, be it money or emotions, we play more. But when the game sunset, there's nothing but memories. For gaming console, I bought my PS2 because of Final Fantasy VIII. And it was really tempting for me to buy PS5 just to re-experience Final Fantasy VII. Deep down, I know that I could be happily gaming my life away, but I think I wanted more in life this time, especially now. Making my entry greater than my exit in the life that I touching and will be touching. And in order to do that, I have to improve myself to better us. But a game addict still needs to game. Sometimes it is just who we are and we need to work with ourselves instead of restricting or holding ourselves back. So, releasing the monster within again. This time around, I'm putting my creativity to good use to reinvent a new game for myself. In this game, there are no shooting, passing, dribbling or speed stats. No strength, dexterity, intelligence or willpower. Unlike the inability to transfer anything from Diablo 3 to Diablo 4, this game of mine has a lot of transferable skills, and I think there will only be 3 stats. Number of websites, number of blog posts, number of videos. As for the skill set to level up, such as attracting attention, retaining attention, typing speed, video editing, storytelling, AI application, and many more. But I'm not even going to keep track of the stats. I'll just keep on creating more and more and improve along the way. As they say, perfection can only be achieved with quantity. Lastly, if you are addicted to something, understanding why and how you are addicted to it in order to work with ourselves better. Maybe you just need a healthier addiction, which most people call it an obsession. Whatever you want to do, be the best in it. See you!